Hi, welcome back. One of my favorite things to do is go for breakfast at a diner. But as you know, if you have food allergies, it's kind of difficult to be able to have food there. The only thing that my son's been able to have is cereal when they have the little boxes of the cereal. But how many times did we ask for cereal and they also brought us the milk, even though we told them he was allergic to milk. But aside from that, we usually bring food. So we always were looking for quick meals I could prepare before we go, where he could get the whole eating out experience, and yet it's not too much work beforehand. So the thing we're going to make today, one of the easy dishes to prepare for breakfast is French toast. I love French toast. So I found an easy way to make French toast, even for somebody that's allergic to dairy and eggs, which you often put in French toast. Okay, so first of all, let's start with the bread. My son's not allergic to wheat, so we often get the Schmidt's sliced bread, but you can use any bread that you can have, depending on what allergies you have. And today, to be free of the 8 most common allergens for this video, and my son also loves this one, is the Allergy, the brown rice yeast-free loaf. It's free of the 8 most common allergens and makes a great French toast. So that's the one we're going to be working with today. Here are the rest of the ingredients besides the bread. We're going to be making 4 pieces of French toast with the ingredients that we're using today. So we're going to start with oat milk. Oat milk is the specific brand. Oat milk is free of the 8 most common allergens, and we're going to use about 1/2 cup, but we're going to add more possibly to if we need more, if we think the bread is not moist enough. And we'll use about 2 tablespoons of pure maple syrup, because we know that the pure maple syrup, 100%, is free of the 8 most common allergens. This one comes from Kirkland, so Costco. And we're going to be using cinnamon and sugar to taste, as well as butter, like about a teaspoon, just to earth balanced butter is free of the 8 most common allergens. We'll use about a teaspoon to grease up the pan, and we might add a little bit into our batter. Okay, you can also add a little bit of vanilla to the dish, and I added just about a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, but then I also added a little bit milk. A little bit more of the oat milk. If you're going to add vanilla, maybe add a little bit more of the oat milk. I added like another 1/4 cup of the oat milk, so I could add the vanilla. Also, if you notice that you don't have enough liquid for your 4 pieces of bread, you can always add a little bit more of the oat milk, but just add a little bit more of the syrup to make sure that you're getting like the right amounts of sweetness, not just the oat milk, okay? And now we can get started. I whisked that up, and I added cinnamon and sugar to taste as well, as you can see. And a little bit of I softened the butter first by stirring it a little bit, and then added it to the batter. And so you can see little bits of the butter, and that's fine in the batter. And now we're gonna dip some of our bread and get started. Just get my tongs here, and I have my 4 pieces here, and we're gonna make sure we get enough of the batter on each slice, because you don't want it to not have enough. And I just do one at a time. So with this whisk now. Place my bread in the pan, and we're gonna let this go for about a minute. We want to get the bread to be golden brown on one side before we flip it. And it takes about a minute, especially when this is the first bread that you're making in the pan. You may have to add more butter. I started with a teaspoon, and if you see that it doesn't have enough butter, you can always add a little bit more. I'm gonna flip it. We can make it even go a little bit longer, but we don't need to worry so much about this French toast because we don't have any eggs in it, so if it's undercooked, it's no big deal. So we're cooking these at medium-high heat, and I just want to make sure that you know that just like regular French toast, if you like it a little bit more soggy, you're going to keep the bread in the batter a little bit longer before you put it in the pan. And also, if you end up with extra batter like I did for these 4, because I had added a little bit more milk, you're just going to discard that, or you can make more French toast for another time. Okay, and here we go. Don't these look great? They look really delicious, and they are. And you just bring a little bit of the maple syrup with you to go, and you've got your beautiful French toast. Also, my son loves bacon, so if you're going to bring some bacon to go, Applegate Farms makes an uncured even Sunday bacon that's free of the 8 most common allergens. And this is an easy pack to open and reseal, so you can just make a few slices and take it to go so that you can get the real breakfast at a diner experience. Okay, and there you go. I hope that if you hadn't realized that you can make French toast even for someone with severe food allergies, that you still can. And I hope I've helped improve your breakfast dining experience.